Our second-year corner, Cameron Dantzler, finally got his first kind of action last week against Arizona Cardinals, and he had a pretty big pass breakup in the end zone to A.J. Green, and he finally showed flashes of what we all could have kind of think he could be. He's a long corner. He loves to get physical. It's just sometimes his technique's off. He's in wrong positions. But last week, he finally took that step forward, and he has unreal potential. And with the Seattle Seahawks coming up this next week, this is Cameron Dantzler's revenge game. He is going to be huge this upcoming Sunday against the Seattle Seahawks if he does get that starting corner job over Bashaud Breeland, which I think he will. And I think it would be idiotic for the Vikings to not start him over Bashaud Breeland. It's Cameron Dantzler's time. It's his time for a revenge game, and that's what we're going to be talking about right now. So yesterday I made a video kind of discussing should it be Cameron Dantzler or Bashaud Breeland, and I kind of made my argument that you got to go with the young guy. You got to give Cameron Dantzler, you got to get him through these growing pains because he has unreal potential. He has the potential to be a top corner in this league, just kind of off his measurements, just off the way he's built, just off the way he plays football. You can see a top-level corner in him. He just needs to work out a lot of these funks. So, as we know last year, set the stage. Seattle, Sunday night. The Vikings are coming in there I believe they were 1-3 at the time. They just lost 3 in a row. Then they beat Houston on the road, and now they're going to Seattle to try to kind of get some momentum going. They do it all. They play a very good, solid game. They battle back, and then it's Russell Wilson with the ball. I think it was about 1:50 left, and he needs to go get 7. The Vikings had a 4th down, 4th and 10, backed up, still in Seattle's territory, and Cameron Dantzler gave up a bomb on the left side of the field to DK Metcalf, where DK just kind of outmanned him for the football. Then we all know the game-winning touchdown where Harrison Smith is kind of yelling at him, like, where are you, when DK kind of cuts across the middle of the field, catches the game-winning touchdown. Great throw by Russell Wilson, just Russ doing Russ stuff and DK doing DK stuff. Anyways, that's all behind Cameron now. That's all behind Dantzler. He needs to go in and he needs to step up in this game because this is a huge opportunity for him as just a football player. Y'all could talk X's and O's and I could talk just like game plan, but this has to be personal for Cameron. This is going to be a personal big-time matchup for Cameron Dantzler because last year he did get embarrassed on a primetime stage as a rookie against one of the best offenses in the league. This is a chance in your home opener on a 425 slated game of the week game on Fox to go make a name for yourself, to go make Zimmer look like an idiot for playing Bashaud Breeland over you, who's been cooked the first 2 games. He's given up consistently big-time touchdowns in big-time spots. So the stage is set. Cameron Dantzler, this is almost a revenge game for him. This is a revenge game for the entire Vikings team because you actually have a Seattle Seahawks team who has kicked the shit out of you the past 2 years in Seattle. You finally get them at home, and it's your home opener. You should have beaten them last year. You could have said we shouldn't have beaten them the past 2 years, but we never do. Cameron Dantzler, expect him. This is personal. He's an athlete. He's a competitor. I love it when these guys have these opportunities where you know what they're thinking, where you know Cameron Dantzler the whole week. He's an extra bit locked in. The whole Vikings team should be an extra bit locked in this week at practice because you're going to get a pissed off, hungry Seattle team coming off of a loss, and if you could shut that door really quick right away with playing good football, huge pass breakups, defending DK and Tyler Lockett, who look phenomenal right now. So the stage is set for Cameron Dantzler. I believe in him. I think he's going to have a big-time game. I really think he can pull this off. I think this is just for his career, for his confidence, for just the Vikings defense. If they could get him going and get him playing the football that Mike Zimmer thinks he can play and kind of get him out of this Mike Zimmer doghouse. Because Zimmer last week when he was talking about a press conference, he was saying Dantzler needs to play special teams. He was kind of just throwing him aside. Go shut your head coach up. Go shut everybody else up. Where everybody was questioning, why was he a healthy scratch in week 1? And then he finally gets in last week off an injury. Go play the game of your life. This is a revenge game. This means something to him. And I fully believe he can go do it. He's got the skills. He's got the technique. It's just about going out there and actually performing. Revenge game for Cameron Dantzler against these Seattle Seahawks who abused him last year. And expect Seattle, if he is on the field, to go at him. And I expect him to answer the bell, answer the call, Let's do this, Cameron Dantzler. I'm fired up for you. This is your time. This is your time to prove to everybody that you are a top corner, that you deserve to be on the field. You deserve to be, the number 2 corner on this defense instead of Bashaud Breeland. And listen, the whole fan base is rooting for you right now. We don't want to see Bashaud Breeland out there. He's shown minimal effort, it seems, and he hasn't really finished any plays. He doesn't even get his hands on receivers, and he's given up these long bombs of touchdowns consistently over the past 2 games. So the stage is set for Cameron Dantzler, a huge revenge game. It's a revenge game against his own team for benching him the first 2 weeks, and it's a revenge game versus the team that embarrassed him on Sunday Night Football last year. Go do it. Like the video, comment down below, and let me know what you guys think down below about our second-year corner, Cameron Dantzler, and if he'll show up this Sunday. See you guys next time. Skol Vikes.